Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System. And the word of the day is signals. And when I'm talking about signals, I'm talking about the signs, the indications, the signals that we get when we need to adjust, when we need to recalibrate, when maybe we're not on the right course, particularly we've hit overwhelm, we've been overdoing it, we've been overextending ourselves, and we really need to be taking better care of ourselves. So this time of year, especially for those of us who are highly sensitive, empathic people, is a stressful time. Not only do we feel our own stress, and this is a stressful time for everybody, but I think as empaths, not only do we feel our own stress, but we're also picking up on all the stress that's going around. And as I was saying the other day with my word about equals, that for me, overwhelm used to often mean lean in harder. One of the things that I've noticed is that when I hit that overwhelm, when I hit that just overextended place, a lot of times I would just keep going. I'd ignore that overwhelm until something happened where I would get a signal that I really needed to slow down and take better care of myself. So for me, the signals are things like, first, misplacing my keys. If that doesn't work, then a lot of times the next thing would be forgetting my keys and like going outside with the dog and locking myself out of the house for a minute or two. And then, or misplacing my phone. And then another one would be, this is more extreme, but if I'm really not paying attention and I'm distracted and overwhelmed, running out of gas. And this thankfully only happens about has only happened about every 7 years or so. But when it does happen, it's really challenging because it really slows me down. And what I've noticed is that if I'm not consciously paying attention to my stress levels and taking care of myself and basically stopping before things get challenging, then I'm going to unconsciously stop myself. And I tend to up the ante. So if I don't listen to that first sign, that first signal, I'm probably going to end up either getting sick so that I really slow down, or I used to actually get into car accidents as a way to really slow down. Thankfully, I have outgrown that, and I really learned that lesson, like, okay, I need to stop. But recognizing those signals before there's a lot of collateral damage, I think that's a really important thing to do. So, as I've said, for me, the signals start with misplacing my keys, misplacing my phone, not being able to find something so that I can't get out the door on time. Then it goes up to things like locking myself out and also running out of gas, getting sick. And then sort of at the extreme, it gets to be things like getting into really weird situations, accidents, stuff like that, which, like I said, thankfully, I've outgrown that particular thing. And what it is a sign for me to do is to really stop, breathe, take a minute, reevaluate what's going on, ask myself, really, is this really that important? Does this really need to get done? Is this something does this need to get done right now? And just evaluate what is urgent and important, and then, and then leaving all of the rest behind so that I'm not just getting distracted and spinning my wheels. Increasing the amount of water that I'm drinking, really paying attention to my breath, and also taking time to reach out for more support and asking for help and delegating responsibility for the stuff that I do not have to do myself. So all of these are things that I can do when something like misplacing my keys happens, so that I know that I can find my way through the stress and through the hecticness much more calmly, much more easily, and from a much more grounded place, so that I'm not just continuing to up the ante with more and more stress. So my question to you is, what are your signals? How do you recognize when you need to hit the reset button? How do you recognize when you're hitting a wall, when you're overdoing it? And when you get a signal, do you pay attention to it? And also, what do you do to take care of yourself when it comes up? So I'd love to hear what you think of all of this. Please leave a comment below. And also, if you're interested in finding out where you fall on the empathy spectrum, please go to empathicwoman.com and take my What's Your Empathic Type quiz. And while you're at it, please like my Facebook page and go subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I wish you peace and ease figuring out what those signals are, and willingness to take care of yourself. So until tomorrow, see ya.